Hi there, welcome to the video. So today I wanted to share with you a backstory of what's recently been going on, as well as context for the next upcoming videos and why they're in that order. In addition, if you can stick around long enough, I'm going to be sharing with you some key interesting analytics, statistics of my own channel and how it's been performing over the last 3 months. So you get a better idea and it's a bit more interactive. You get an idea in general of how things are going on the channel and the types of coverage and types of videos that I have done. So make sure to stick around for that. First of all, as I said, I want to provide a backstory as to what's recently been going on. If you're new to the channel, you just come on in and wondering what's happening or returning back. Basically, for the last few days, I have received copyright ID claims for music used in my videos. Problem is, the claimed music doesn't exist in my video, so it's a false report. And it's happened 8 to 9 times now. It's out of order. I don't understand why it's in such high volume in a small space of time. And it is still ongoing, and I am still disputing the claims, and it's just a matter of waiting, okay? In addition to that, there was another issue last night, which is going to be addressed tonight, okay? That's to do with a certain somebody within the community, if you want to call it that, true crime community in general. Just got a formal video coming out later tonight, which will be at 21:15, also known as 9:15 p.m. UK time, same time as usual. Make sure to be there. Take in mind, I was aiming to do it early this morning initially, and I said it yesterday in one of the posts, well, one of many. But the video was actually going to be planned as a live premiere in the early hours of the next morning, which was today, but earlier on. But the upload time took way too long, and I'll talk that through with you now. The video itself was under an hour long, okay? Still long enough. I upload it at the time. It's late at night. It's what time is it? Is it past 0? It's past 0000. Okay, getting into the next day, early hours of the morning, and the video says it will take 30 minutes to upload, which 35 minutes, not that bad considering the length of the video. That's fine. Once it uploaded, then it said processing, and sometimes that's where the biggest issue lies. Thing is, it said it was going to take 35 minutes to process as well in standard definition. So I waited another 30 minutes before going to bed. Once it was completed, it said, we're experiencing some issues. It's taking longer than expected. So that wasn't great. So I thought, do you know what? I'll wait for it to process in HD and then it might be fully completed. I had to wait another 30 minutes. And then what happens? It still says, oh, we're experiencing some issues. It's taking longer than usual. At that point, I'm like, well, it's not complete. It's not in HD. There's no point posting it yet. I'll just have to leave it, walk away, and I went to sleep. What time did I go to bed? I went to bed 2 in the morning. I spent like 2 hours waiting for the video to upload and process, all for nothing. Technology last night, it was really laggy and slow on YouTube only. Okay, I wasn't able to chat. It wasn't as responsive, the live chat box in last night's live premiere. I don't understand why that was the case, but technical stuff going on in the background, I guess, with YouTube once again, like with many other stuff in the past. So there was that. But I just don't understand, why was it processing, uploading so slow when it's late at night? Majority of people are asleep, at least in the country where I'm at. Majority of people aren't going to be online or any of that. So why is it so bad at that time when it should be quieter? I couldn't quite understand it. So I just had to walk away. It processed in the background, woke up this morning, and it was done. It was done. So I'm just going to schedule it for later tonight. And, feel free to watch along. It will be done as a live premiere, a bit interactive. And hopefully the right people show up, or more so the right person appears, just to listen, okay? Because it's just about setting the record straight. Also, what I want to highlight, the way I may word stuff may sound a little bit different, but that's only because the video was made last night. Not today, not tonight, but last night. And I've only been able to set it released for tonight because the previous night it took forever to upload. Okay, so hopefully you understand that. So yeah, that's been going on. I'm just doing it just to set the record straight because I've done it like any other time, just like formal procedure. No harm in doing it, whether it's a positive or negative outcome. I'm just making the video to prevent it from blowing out of proportion, because there was like the odd person showing up last night who I've never seen before, or I've only seen them just very recent, and they were already saying, right, I think I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go because I know this other person and I don't want drama. I don't want drama to happen. I don't like drama. And then the left, which unfortunate, but you see what I mean? The slightest altercation, the slightest falling out, misunderstanding, and then it has a knock-on effect with other people. So the video tonight will squash it all and set the record straight in a formal manner. Okay, so make sure to be there, 9:15 p.m. UK time tonight. Anything else to mention in addition? See, I don't want to mention too much because what has been talked about in that video specifically speaking. But just in general, I do find it a little bit laughable when some people say, I don't want drama, I'm gonna go, I don't want drama. And it's like, I'm not the creator of that, I'm not the causation. It's happened everywhere else except here, if we talk about internally, okay? With time, just to set the record straight, just in general, as a little introduction for tonight, any new people that do come along now, take in mind, there's been previous humans that have come along, mainly because they've been escaping from other communities. And once they've arrived here, they said, wow, things feel really calm and more casual. Freedom of speech as well. Wow. There are witnesses, many witnesses present that can confirm that if you ask them in the chat, okay? It's far more controlled here, but in a relaxed way compared to most other places, right? You will get some YouTubers in general and communities online that will say, this is the best community ever. This is the last remaining, the only safest, most nice, warm, welcoming communities out there. Nothing compares to it. That's just all advertising, okay? What's present here is a level of calmness for most part of it. Somewhat relaxed, still somewhat focused, of course, and interesting at times. It's not 100% perfect, nor would you expect it to be, but it's pretty good, okay? So with that aside, as said, 9:15 p.m. UK time, be on the lookout for that video tonight, live premiere. Feel free to chat along if you wish to, but I'd appreciate it if people were able to listen and focus into the video because it is a very important and serious one regarding a serious matter, okay? Now, with that out the way, what about upcoming videos, additional ones? Well, besides the one tonight, either tomorrow or the day after, I want to be creating a Dylan Rounds video focus of Dylan's trailer, revisiting that. Maybe a shorter video, of course, but I just want to focus in. I want to highlight Indiana's points and Tom Evans' points in recent time. There might be other additional information going on and what people have heard of, and even stuff from a year ago. Some interviews out there where there might be some interesting, never heard before information from some people's perspectives, and maybe that needs to be listened to as well. But I just want to do it in my order with the list of videos I have for the best possible outcome on my channel, and so it's somewhat easy to follow and understand. And I do have the odd video idea ahead, which I'll focus on first of all. Hopefully people understand that. And yeah, I think that's it about that. In between, I do try with other videos, topics and types, you know, just trying and testing, see what works and what doesn't. Maybe for most part of it, things haven't worked out. Short videos in the background have been okay. been consistent there. I just want to be in a position where at some point I find another topic, maybe a different theme, or just another case where I'm able to hit the nail on the head and get some movement going, some attention in a direction of a case, person, that there's a decent sized audience present as well, so it makes it worthwhile to spread that awareness and just share ideas and, you know, just casually get along with time, right? Maybe it can be done with previous topics, but it would be nice to be able to branch out a bit more with time, so then there's like a selection of what you can cover. It fills out that track record of one's history of their channel. Not one-dimensional, but multi-dimensional. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm going to try and aim to do. Try and focus on the shorts as well. I did do a short video recently, which I eventually got fixed, the limited one. Changed the music, it was okay, published it. It didn't perform that well. I only got about 200 views, it did pretty bad. So that's disappointing, I'll be honest. Same with a previous edit one, it was disappointing too. My basic videos seem to do better than the ones I put more visual edits into. I don't understand why that's the case, because normally they say hard work equals success, but that's not quite the case for me. And it might show more and ring true when I share with you the analytic reports from my channel in a second, okay? So hopefully there are still people watching right now. I appreciate that, appreciate your patience. So what I'm going to present to you are some key figures, key stats, analytical report from the last 3 months on my channel. A little disclaimer, I want to acknowledge a point I want to rise, so it's like a heads up. As you know, over the last 3+ months, it might be before that as well, maybe 4 or 5, maybe pushing it months, hit a few rough patches when it comes to the channel, with lots of videos being limited, my self-certification score stuck at low, not being resolved until many months later. It was a horrible time, it wasn't fun, but I had to keep on pushing forwards. And eventually, with the help of third party, credit to them, it was resolved, and it has been okay since. As for my normal videos alone, short videos are hit and miss, unfortunately, and live streams, I've got no chance with them, they're all limited. Don't understand. If I do a live stream in the future and it's more formal, and there's no bad words and nothing, I will make an appeal regarding it and then push from there, okay? I just want to be more cautious now, okay? Because when you are in the position of a low certification score and every video you upload from there on is limited, you don't want to be back in that place as you were months ago, right? Because it can drag on for quite some time and it can be kind of draining and disheartening, okay? So with that all in mind, all the mess my channel has gone through, all the attacks from people out there, jealous people, those that have grudges against me and obsessions. It's been a messy time. I have been covering true crime. True crime communities can be toxic, understandably. Even just mystery communities in general, unfortunately. But hopefully the statistics which I'm going to present to you highlight some positives in the matter. Let me present to you the stats. So to start off with, we'll begin with subscribers. How many subscribers have I gained within the last 90 days? Well, at the bottom of the screen, I've gained 534, which isn't too bad. It does say that's a 21% more than the previous 90 days. So I'm in the green, there is progress, and moving forwards in the right direction. Now back 21st of June, there was a spike in subscribers, and also the 20th of July, roughly. After that, it kind of went up and down, and since 18th of September, it's been on the rise. So it's looking pretty good. I believe as for the last 7 days or slightly over that, I've gained about 56 subscribers, which is a big increase in a short amount of time. So that's all looking positive. You know, for new subscribers to come along, it shows that there is a keen interest and, you know, focus on the channel as a whole with the videos I present to them. So 534 new subscribers. Now, what about views though? Views in general, people that have watched my videos. So within the last 90 days, I've gained 410,321 views. That's a 57% more than the previous 90 days, which is another big positive boost in the green, in the right direction. So once again, 21st of June, there was a bit of a spike. After that, it kind of went a little bit quiet, a little bit downhill. And just before 19th of August, it did dip quite a bit. But then after that, it was on the rise once again. And then 18th of September, past that point, it reached a peak over 12,000 plus views, just under 18K, as it says on the graph on the left-hand side of around that month. As I said, it's a cumulative over time, the last 90 days, added all together, 410,000 views. That takes into consideration standard videos, live streams, and short videos, all combined together, I believe. So that's a good number to have. On average, how much do I normally get in terms of views per week? Sometimes it could be 27,000. It has been 27,000 views a week. More in recent time, it's gone up to about 35,000. Within the last week, though, it went up to about 56,000. So that's a bit of a high. For the last 28 days, I believe I've gained 160,000 views in 28 days. So once again, it's all in the green. That's what matters the most. And you yourself, you know, if you got a channel, you look at your stats, you know, yes, it's the red, that is unfortunate. Maybe there's ways around it. But if you're focusing on the green areas, because there might be some green areas, whether it be in the views, subscriber count, watch hours, likes, dislikes, comments, engagement, reach, impressions, whatever it may be. If it's in the green somewhere, it means you're doing something right, okay, which is a positive. So speaking of watch hours, I think that's the next one. So within the last 90 days, watch time in hours, 25,000 hours worth. That's taken in consideration viewers, people that watch my videos and the amount of time they spend watching each video. Okay. So yeah, back here, 21st of June up to around 20th of July, it was at quite a high. A lot of people engaged, focused, sticking about. But then ever since, it has dropped off. Now, below it does say about the same as the previous 90 days, which means I'm not doing bad. I'm not doing great. It's kind of so-so. But one thing to acknowledge and highlight, in recent time, or more so recent time, I have been uploading short videos, and short videos aren't long, so that can impact the watch hours in general, right? But as for the views, they've gone up. Watch hours are same as usual. So, you know, all the other people that do come on in, they may watch, but just not for as long. But, you know, it is what it is. Just depends what videos you're doing and what format that can impact it. But let's just move on to the next slide. So this is returning back to views regarding the last 28 days, the top content on my channel, which videos have been most successful. As you know, I have been covering true crime cases and missing people cases. Whereas for the last 28 days, majority of videos that have performed over 1,000, 2,000 plus views have been FIFA gameplay videos and even a Match Attax card pack opening video at 4,000 views. Though the highest rated one, called Did Kenny Veach Drop Clues to the M Cave, which is a missing person mystery case, one of the originals of what I covered on my channel, which got my channel to where it is now. Credit to that and the people over time. That short video has, when I clicked on it, reached over 32,000 views in the last 28 days. So it is performing. People are still engaged with the Kenny Veach case and mystery. At times where I may not be able to make brand new breaking news update videos, I can always refer back to previous key findings to spread awareness in the short format so it reaches a broader audience and brings new people in, and then it can go from there. Short videos can be quite good in performance at times, right? And it kind of shows on here. So we've known Kenny Veach and the case there is still, pretty active and people are engaged. If I get to that point, which I'm probably very close to, I'll probably try and reach on over once again properly. And when I say properly, I mean properly for as long as I can, okay? I guess it just depends what goes on in the background as well, because random things can happen at times, right? And can change you in a different direction. So you just see what happens. Moving on to here, this is quite an interesting one, and it's the last slide. So for, regular people that watch, shout out to them. And people be wondering, do new people come on into my channel? Like, where are they at? Are there anyone, present? There are a few people, maybe Christy, maybe some of us, Indiana, that have said, oh, who's that person? Never seen them before. Who's that dodgy account, That's because they've come from other videos and then appeared in my live chats, live premieres, live streams for the first time ever. When I've done live streams recently, I've seen a few new faces, which has been good to see. And I think they've come from some of my short videos, which do bring in a broader audience. And you can clearly see that on screen right now, because in the last 28 days, in terms of new viewers, new people coming in first time ever, 90,000 people, 90,000 new people have come in onto my channel via the short videos, which is great to see. It just goes to show once again, reinforces short videos are vital for growth and even awareness regarding what you're doing, okay? In terms of standard videos, 10,000 new viewers. Now, as for my standard videos, majority of them have been about the Dylan Rounds case, because that's all I've really done, right, for all this time. So it's clear. It shows that 10,000 new people have possibly come in through those videos, but maybe also through previous videos back then, like the Kenny Veach ones. It doesn't quite explain directly where they've come from, but, it's more so from my normal video formats. So it still shows that shorts are the way to go to bring in new people, and then your standard videos are there to build the foundations and to get deep into stuff and become more interactive, right? And as for live streams, 197 new people have discovered my channel through that way. Obviously, live streams not being the biggest success, but I don't prioritize live streams on my channel to begin with, so it's not a major loss there. And so I kind of have an idea of what works and what doesn't, okay? In summary, when it comes to shorts videos, they're pretty good for gaining views, subscribers, and that's mainly it. As for standard videos, kind of views, more so watch hours and levels of engagement and some additional statistics in the background there, that's what it's better suited for there. And then as for live streams, it's kind of a little bit of both, right? Live streams are just more interactive. Sometimes it can be a bit more personal, a bit more one-on-one, a bit more quieter, smaller audience. It can work. Other times it can't. But, I just wanted to present to you these stats regarding my channel roughly within the last 90 days, the last 3 months. Okay. So I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you do have any more questions, or if you do have any recommendations, suggestions regarding more videos about YouTube, the platform itself, certain statistics, analytics, growth, adapting, moving forwards, stuff like that, feel free to drop comments down below, and maybe I could consider doing videos about more of that stuff in the future, like the technological part, just the data itself, right? Because it may help you. And if you've got questions in general, just list them all down below and I will respond back as soon as possible. So that's it for now, but I will see you later in that live premiere, which is at 9:15 p.m. UK time. I'll see you there. For now, goodbye.